Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I doing now? Well, I got to get this Saturn up and running. I think I explained it to you before. I've had this Saturn for over a year now in my possession. I actually bought this thing probably about 6 or 7 years ago. It was my friend Roz. It was her mother's car, and I wound up buying it from her because her mother was no longer driving. But anyway, so it was in my daughter was using it, and then she wound up giving it up, and my son took it, and then he wound up giving it up, so now I have it. But it's been sitting for a number of years, so I want to get it up and running because I got somebody that needs a car. So let's see if we can't get it up and running. So here it is. There you see the Hornet, all dejected looking, sitting back there. So I got to get in the trunk, because the trunk is where the battery is. And I know the battery's dead. It's been over a year since I had this thing up and running. Ooh, it smells like mold. All right. I'm going to hook up my little jump starter there. Yeah, the car's got a smell of mold in it, but what are you going to do? Let me get my jump starter hooked up, and then I don't have a tripod or anything for the camera. Let me do that, and then we'll get back to this. Hang on. All right, so I got it hooked up. Not sure if it's going to work like that. I think not. So, I know it's hooked up. What do I got to do to make this thing actually work? Is there a button on here? That's it, maybe? Yep, I see interior lights. So, let's see. There it goes. And it does run. As you can see, it's amazingly dirty. And it's been sitting so long, it's got some mold growing on it. Dang it, that battery is so dead, it's probably not going to stay running. So one thing I hate about these jumper packs, they're very limited. Where the heck's the button? There we go. Well, I know it runs. But once the booster pack shuts down, because it will shut down, the car will probably shut off. Maybe, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, as soon as it shuts down, the car shuts off. So I'm probably going to have to get a battery for this thing. Or run a battery with jumper cables to it. Let's see. How long can we keep it running for? Thinking about taking this barn down and putting it. Yeah, it's not going to keep running. All right. It's not worth messing around and trying. I'm going to have to find another battery for this. I actually have a battery, but I'm not sure if it's correct. All right, well, I know, somebody wrote on there February 2019, so it's 6 years old now, so the battery's shot. All right, so we know positives on that side. So let's see if the battery I have is the right one. If it's not the right one, then we're gonna have to figure something out. If it is the right one, then maybe we'll throw that in and see what happens. So amazingly enough, it's the same battery. It's an Interstate too. I am not a fan of Interstate, I'll be honest with you. Interstate used to be a great battery. I haven't found one in the last 20 years that's been halfway decent. This was in the Camaro. This is the one I took out of the Camaro. And I know my son had replaced it at some point, so it shouldn't be terribly old. Does it have a date on it? But the funny thing is, I actually charged this. Yeah, it probably does have a date on it, I just can't see it. When I started doing stuff in the garage again, I went and charged this up. Because I figured, don't know when I'm going to need it, so may as well charge it. So let's carry this over to that car, and let's install this and see if we can't get it running. We're going to drive it over here in front of the garage. And as I'm walking past my trailer, I realized why I was charging this. Let me show you. My trailer had a winch on it. The winch is actually broken. I have a new winch for it, and the battery box is kind of eh. I have a new battery box for it. I was going to use the side terminal battery in the battery box. So, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be. But that's what I was going to use, but whatever. So yeah, anyway. Sorry, somebody was talking to me. But that was the reason for me charging, is I figured I was going to do that this weekend and get it all set up. But it is what it is. So now I'm going to put it in the Saturn, which is over that way. Just see it through the greenhouse. All right, let's get going. Starting to run out of daylight here, but let me see if I can't set you up in a way where you can actually see me changing this battery. Should be just 2 8s and a 13, but let's see. Actually, maybe if I leave you in this mode. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, let's see. If I do that, yeah, there we go. At least this way you can see some of it. Now these side terminals are, they should be 5/16 or 8mm. Down there. Down below here is a battery hold down, which I know you can't see. About 6 months ago, when I walked past the garage, I actually saw the interior lights on in this thing, in this Saturn. So I knew I was going to have a dead battery. Now this thing, in case you're wondering what this is actually designed, this is the wrong battery for the car. This is designed to help vent out the gases from the battery. So obviously it's not hooked up. So I'm just dropping the battery in place. Hook up these terminals. I'm not worried about the hold down right now. That's like least of my concern. And I've gone over this before. When installing a battery, disconnect the negative first and install the positive first. This way, in case you accidentally ground out your tool, ground is not in place. Okay. So that should be okay. All right. So that should be good enough for what I need to do right now. Let me take the key. I'm going to close the trunk. I did have a trunk light, right? Okay. I wonder if it's a door light. I don't know who that dude is. Okay. Let's climb inside. See, I got a bunch of junk. I got a traffic light there. I got just a lot of junk in here. There it goes. It stays running. What's the mileage on this? 80,000. So it does not have a ton of miles on it. I don't know why the inside lights are on. That's why. You know what that means? Grandkids. You got it. All right, let's drive this thing around. Whenever you park a car for an extended period of time, do not put the parking brake on. Leave the parking brake off. Because what will happen is the parking brake will probably lock up. So the last time this thing was on the road, well, the registration was due in 23, so the last time this thing was on the road was probably early part of 23. If I had to venture a guess. I think, well, I know for a fact that this thing needs a steering shaft. The steering shaft is messed up. I don't remember what else is wrong with the front end on this thing. Okay. It's definitely not going to need brakes, I'll tell you that much. But you hear that? That's actually, the steering shaft is completely shot. I have a new one in this car somewhere, in this junk. Need a Rhino Line grill for a Jeep Wrangler. Anyway, so let me out. Okay. Let's go underneath the hood and just take a look. I think the AC compressor clutch is no good on this. Oh, that's right. The hood release. Forgot about that. That's why the grill is out, because the hood release is messed up. The paint on the hood of this thing is shot too. But yeah, I can get the hood open. It's not a terrible ordeal. I don't remember if the cable's broken, but this thing just really needs a enema. It's pretty darn dirty. But yeah. Oh, those are 2-year registrations. So yeah, the inspection was due in March of 21. And I remember they took it off the road about then. So yeah, it got re-registered. It didn't get inspected because they took it off the road. That's what it was. But yeah. I'm waiting for the scrap guy to come so I can give him all my old lawn furniture. Or patio furniture, whatever you're going to call it. Not the prettiest car in the world. But it runs and drives. So, probably going to need 4 tires, probably going to need brakes. So, I'll just make sure everything's good with the car. And, what year was it again? I forgot what year this thing actually is. Is it an 08? Oh, it's an 04. Okay. So, that's cool. The reason that's cool is because I don't remember if it has a check engine light. If it did, it was for like an evap leak that I chased on this thing, could never figure out. The reason that's cool here in this state is because being an 04 doesn't require emissions inspection anymore. In other words, you can have a check engine light and it'll still pass. So, all right. Well, that's about it for right now. I'm just going to let it warm up. I'm not going to clean it today. I'll clean it another day. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Alright guys, well, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. Alright, have a great day. Keep wrenching.